Hey, it worked. I realized it's Julia Louis-Dreyfus and we're live. And I realized when I started to do it, I didn't know how to turn on live Instagram. So I just figured it out. Welcome to our live Instagram show to benefit Direct Relief, which we're really, really excited about. And I am waiting. Let's see now if I can figure this out. Okay, view. Okay, there we go. There's Tony Hale, request, and add. I did it. Tony, are you there? Let's see if he comes in. Let's see. It says waiting, connecting. Oh.
Hello?
Okay, it's all now.
Hello? What?
Tony!
Hello? Joe?
Tony, can you hear me?
Hey!
It worked!
It worked!
Oh my God, we're on Instagram Live together.
We're on the Insta, guys. We're on the Insta.
And we're here to benefit Direct Relief. Tony, I'm so happy to see you.
Me too. So, guys, thank you all for joining us. This is so fun. It gives us a chance to chat. And then also we're raising money for this amazing organization called Direct Relief. Yay!
And the link is in our bio, so you can click on that and donate. Now, but what we said we would talk about today was, God, I feel like I have my own talk show right now.
You know what you do?
I kind of do.
Yeah, it's about time.
Anyway, welcome to the show, Tom.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. You have the same nerves.
When I have to push the flowers in, that's
just talk about how your background looks a lot better than mine.
I worked on it for hours.
Right.
In fact, I even have a white towel right here to get a bounce.
Oh, those are my two dogs right there. Can you see them?
Oh.
What if we just talked about that the whole time? They'd be like, can we move on?
So we said we'd talk about the pilot of VEEP, which we both watched this week. I watched it a couple days ago and then again this morning.
Yep.
And
I watched it last night.
Yeah. Did you like it?
I really didn't. It's weird.
You did not like it.
I did not like it, Jill.
Wow, this is not going to be a great show.
That's okay. I thought now would be the time I really kind of fessed up.
Oh.
I think it's a horrible show.
It's a horrible show. Actually, what I was really truthfully amazed by is how it holds up. And I think that's a real testament to the writing of Armando Iannucci and Simon Blackwell, right?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I mean, there was also we got a chance to rehearse so much and improving and all that kind of stuff, which typically on television and film, you don't really have that opportunity to rehearse.
That's right.
And find bits and rehearsals and stuff.
Tone, how long did we rehearse? Because I'm trying to remember.
I feel like I blocked out that entire first season, but I feel like we rehearsed for a really long time because one thing that was so special about Armando's process was they had these great scripts and they really wanted to see if stuff was gelling, if it was working.
That's right.
And we really spent a lot of time working out bits, and especially between you and I, there's such a physicality of like, you would drop your coat, I would catch it at try to catch it at the perfect time.
Right.
You would scream at me about something and then I would fall apart or just all that kind of stuff. Oh,
I was one thing I noticed in the pilot when we were in the limo and we shot that limo.
We shot a lot of car scenes. I loved the car scene.
Yeah, but that was I think maybe almost one of the very few times we actually shot the car live, remember?
Yeah, in DC.
Driving around DC, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I remember when you say, you want your scarf? And I say, no, I don't want it. You say, are you sure? It looks so pretty. And it was all this sort of back and forth.
Yeah.
We were finding stuff like that in the pilot, which was fun.
It was so fun. And what people don't see is like, there's like two cameramen stuffed together on the other side everybody's trying to fit in, and we've got to look, obviously really relaxed.
Yes.
But you're right. Every other thing was shot on stage. Well, I also get people ask me a lot, and I think some people have asked on the comment section if we work together on Arrested Development.
Right.
Because for those of you who might have seen it, Julia played the blind lawyer Maggie Lizer. Was that her last name?
Maggie Lizer.
Development. And I was Buster Bluth, and on two separate occasions we were each asked if we had scenes together.
Yes.
And both of us individually like, no, we never had a scene together.
No, we never had the good fortune to work together.
Yeah. And then somebody sends us a screenshot of us having a scene together on Arrested Development.
Yes.
Together. So
Together.
we completely blocked each other out.
I know.
No difference on each other's lives.
No, and I don't remember shooting the scene. I don't remember anything about the scene.
No recollection
Nothing.
at all. No.
None.
No.
So
that
we're
made
the
a big impact on
we're the
lives.
perfect people to be talking about the pilot together right now.
Exactly. The pilot
So
made no
somebody
impact.
says we got this question. Who came up with the Leviathan? That was in the script.
Yeah, that was in
originally.
the script.
And by the way, I think you should know this. This will belie how stupid I am. I had never heard the word Leviathan. I wasn't really sure what it meant. I remember looking it up in the dictionary back in the day when we had dictionaries.
What? But I remember thinking like that might be something Gary would call it, because for just to call it a bag would be incredibly insulting.
Yes, it sounds much more professional.
He needed a much fancier name like the Leviathan.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, those were good times. For those of you who know, we shot the pilot. Well, we shot the first 4 seasons in Baltimore. So
yeah,
we were all away from our families. So we got really tight and kind of became each other's family. And so we had some really, really good times. Really.
Somebody asked, was Gary actually holding hot coffee in that scene?
No.
I had forgotten that scene when I watched it.
I did too.
And to tell you the truth, when I was watching it, I thought, ooh, we could have milked that a little bit longer.
I know.
Do you feel anything about that?
You've already got your producer hat on while watching the pilot. Now you're like, no, that bit needs a longer bit.
No,
I do remember. You know that scene where? Do you remember that scene where all the we walk into the room and there's nobody there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So we're for those of you who didn't see it, there's a scene where Selena walks into this room. There's supposed to be a ton of people greeting her and adoring her and all this kind of stuff, and there's like 5 people in the room.
Yeah.
And so she's very humiliated per usual. And I remember though before that scene happened, one of the actors in the room passed out.
Yes, he fainted.
He fainted. And your stepfather is a doctor. And
yes.
I remember he happened to be visiting there that day.
He was on
and
set.
Helped him out. Yeah.
That's right. He attended to this guy who's an older gentleman, and it turned out he was fine, thank God, maybe just dehydrated or something. But yeah, it was very dramatic. And then my dad comes running to the rescue. It was kind of amazing. How is Selena?
Both of us don't know, but so we're trying to handle this question. So
I know, but I'm looking at this question. How would Selena handle a pandemic?
Okay.
Not well.
Not well. Well, with social distancing, we would clearly be in quarantine together.
Well, yes, but Selena would make you stay very far from her, even though we were in the bubble. I could see there was a lot of comedy in making you wear like a rubber suit or like long rubber gloves or something.
Yeah, I would be in a hazmat suit, and you would just be in a luxurious robe all the time.
I would be in a very comfortable robe, and I would not bother with a mask or gloves or anything. Oh, it's not my concern.
No, it's not your concern. It's not. But I would find, well, you were my life source, so I would try and find many ways to get close to you, but you wouldn't happen at all.
I want to apologize for this mark on my head. I was wearing a visor earlier today.
I was thinking. And
you can see it right there. And anyway, it made a mark, and I'm very self-conscious.
Shouldn't be. I want to apologize for this. Just this right here.
Yeah, I appreciate your apologizing.
Yeah.
So somebody says, will you discuss Tom Hanks? Remember Mike's backup plan?
Oh, yeah. I had a question about that. Okay, for those of you who didn't see the show, there's a line in the pilot where Selena gets in a big mess, and we have to kind of divert the press some way. And the character of Mike, who's played by Matt Walsh, says, well, what if Tom Hanks dies? It just kind of, saying if something like that happens, it'll
bump my thing out of the news, and we all look at him like he's crazy.
Yeah.
It was so great to have the callback to that moment.
Yes.
There are actually a couple of callbacks from the pilot in the final episode of VEEP. That's certainly the most
Yeah.
amazing one for
Did my
sure.
question was that, I can't remember, was that scripted or did Matt, because Matt, for those of you who don't know, he created Upright Citizens Brigade. He's an
Yeah,
incredible improver.
yeah.
And did he improv that line or was that in the script? Do you remember?
I want to say it was in the script.
Okay.
I want to say
Okay.
it was in the script.
You know
And
what? Matt's not that great, by the way.
I,
So
yeah, you were
Matt's
saying
not
he
that
was
great.
so great, but he wasn't that great.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah,
He's not that. He
he's
couldn't
not
come
that
up with
great.
a line like that.
Um, let's see. Even though we're talking about the pilot here, how much of the bathroom scene was improv?
Oh, okay, so
We
the
were talking
bathroom
about the
scene.
nosebleed scene.
Yeah, so the bathroom scene. So Selena, there's a she's about to become president and tells my character in the bathroom that she's about to become president, and I start crying and my nose starts bleeding, and then there's blood everywhere and we're laughing. I seem to remember we were both sick that day,
Yeah, it was a
or
particularly hard
somebody was sick.
day. And we had to really fake the giggles, which is ironic because the two of us, it was very hard for us to keep our shit together normally when we were making the show because we would be laughing so much. But in this case, we had to fake our way through it. Isn't that
Yeah,
weird?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
weird. It also took a really long time. I felt like that scene took a really, really long time. So a lot of people are curious, like who breaks the most on the show.
Well, that's you,
Speaking of,
Tony. That's
it's
you.
not me. It's not me. I want to. We got to set the record straight here. We got to set the record straight.
What are
I
you talking about?
have, yeah. I, as a gift to the cast, I gave a flash drive of every gag reel of every season. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen those gag reels over and over. I don't break the most. I'll tell you who breaks the most. JLD. You break the most. If
You
I
know
will
what?
bring in
You can
I
go
will
fuck
bring in an
yourself.
accountant to count the number of times you have broken, and it will be you.
Okay. Well,
100%.
first of all, that's a lie. And second of all, I don't know
No,
what to tell you because I enjoy the show very much.
thank you. Well, I will say there's that one time where I'm laughing. I can't stop laughing during the scene, and Julia turns to me and she goes, "Tony, you know you're not watching the show. You're in the show." And I was like, "Well, you know what? It's a funny show, guys. I want to apologize."
I'm trying to think. I was watching when I was watching the pilot. I wanted to talk more about the pilot just because. What the
Yeah,
hell?
we
We're
did.
here.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Oh, the character of Barbara Hallows was played by the wonderful Kate Burton.
Yep, yep.
And she came back multiple times on the show. God, she was so good. She is so good, and she was so good as Senator Hallows.
She
And
was great. Do you go ahead?
well, I was just going to say, it felt like the show in a lot of ways. The pilot was sort of prescient because we had all this like. There was the tweet gone wrong, and that was like before Twitter
Yeah.
was like either propping people up or ruining their lives, and there was this reference to Rapey Reeves, a senator who had died, who was a sexual harasser,
Yeah.
which I thought was incredible. And then, of course, cornstarch utensils and the climate. I mean, it's all in there. When did we make? It was like 2011, right?
I think we shot it in like 2011 or 2012. The crazy thing is, a topic of the politics was like, to your point, was cornstarch utensils. The fact that was, and like when you sent a tweet out, cut to now, where
I
what's
know.
happening with politics with Twitter is nuts.
Nuts.
It's and the
Nuts.
fact that that was even an issue, a script issue.
I know. I know.
Do you know what
Exactly.
somebody asked? Somebody asked, why did you always wore a red dress in the first episode of
Yes.
every season? Now I'll show you how dumb I am. I didn't realize that until, what did I ask you, like the last season, that I said I said something like, huh, you're wearing a red dress again on the
Yeah.
first, and
And
you're
I
like,
said,
Tony,
yeah, I do it every season.
yeah. You're like, Tony, it's the first episode of every season. I didn't get that until season 7. So
Yeah.
it takes me a while.
Yeah. It's hard for you. I get it.
Oh, I did
Totally
notice
get
in
it.
the pilot, did you notice everybody having Blackberries?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Back then in
Incredible.
DC, everybody was using Blackberries. Nobody was using an iPhone. And so if
Right.
you look at that pilot episode, we're all using Blackberries.
Yes.
That is a little fun fact, guys. Check that
Yes.
one out. All
Totally.
right. What other questions do we have?
Um,
Oh, I also have one. Do you remember when I said box me, when I put that platform behind the pedestal?
yeah.
Yeah. Did that ever come back?
No, we
when I
never
would.
brought it back. I don't think we ever brought it back. It was kind of, oh yes, we did bring it back. Sorry. We had a whole episode about it.
Oh,
And
well, that's good.
remember, because we made the one
Nope.
out of no, listen, you made the one out of titanium or something, and it cost so much money, and it was a
Oh,
scandal.
yes.
But that actually, that little piece of business was based on Senator Barbara Boxer, who was a former senator from California. She's a very, very tiny woman, and so she had a box that she called Boxer's Box that she stood on top of, and I thought, oh, that would be so good because I'm not very tall at all. I'm very short, and so that would be a good bit to do. So that was sort of a fun thing. Did you improvise a question? Did the president call? No, that was
scripted.
That was scripted. Absolutely.
And that was a through line through many seasons.
I'll say, yeah.
I'll never forget also when we were all kind of in Baltimore together. We would always, what was that card game? I'm just thinking about kind of
Shanghai, which I've been playing
Shanghai.
During the pandemic, by the way.
That's right. Yeah. And we would go to your apartment and we would play Shanghai and drink red wine.
That's right. And by the way, if anybody's likes to play cards, I recommend Shanghai. You can look it up online. It's sort of like a multi-handed gin, a type of a gin game, but you can play it with you need to play it with, I think, at least 3 people. 4 is ideal, and you can even make it a bigger group than that. That's a really fun thing to do.
Ooh, we got a lot of hearts. How nice! Look at all these hearts. I haven't done Insta Live much. Oh, that's nice. Hi, guys.
Hi, everybody. Who was the best at the card game? Oh,
well, who was the best at the card game? You rocked it pretty good.
I don't really remember.
I think you
we
won.
We can't tell you. Somebody says what happened on Labor Day. We really can't tell them what happened on Labor Day.
Well, I don't even know what happened on Labor Day.
Well, I do.
No, you don't.
Of course I do.
No, you don't.
Yes.
You've never,
yes. Hold on a second. I have it in my head.
You've never told me this.
Well,
wait.
I can't tell you about it on Insta Live.
Really?
No, it's a good secret.
Because there was something about a boat in the last season.
That's right. What's wrong with your memory? The boat.
You never told me.
Wait a minute. First of all, the boat. Remember, we referred to the boat. It's called Labor Day, and that gets revealed.
Yeah.
Okay, so the boat was Labor Day.
Right.
All right.
Oh, look at all these hearts. How nice. Oh, I love you.
There's Tony. See, because people go and they push the hearts, and then it just keeps popping up.
What?
Hey, Tone.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody says, do you guys have any idea how big of a character Jonah would become? Wow.
Oh my God. Well,
that guy just took off, right?
It did. And what would be your favorite Jonah insult? What was your favorite Jonah insult? Because poor thing, Timothy Simons got a tremendous amount of crap during the show. I think he was called the largest single cell organism, Jolly Jizz Face.
Jolly Green Jizz Face.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah.
I missed that adjective.
Right. I mean, what was it? What was the Mountain of Dicks one?
Oh, I think Zach Woods came up with that, actually. It was
right.
It was Frankenstein if he was made entirely of dead dicks.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
That's so awful. That's
Jonad. So somebody's reminding us Jonad. That's a fabulous one.
That's a really good one.
Okay, so now listen. I think that we're about 20 minutes into this. Not that we're, we don't have a time frame necessarily. But what I think we should do is take a 60-second break.
Okay.
And during the break, I'm going to hold up a sign that says this.
Okay, for those of you if your reception's up, 60-second break.
Oh, shit. It says I'm getting blurry. God damn it. Am I blurry to you, Tony?
A little bit. Yeah. But here, I'll give money to direct. Oh, the link's in bio. So they can go to your bio to get the link.
Okay. They're asking me to readjust my phone. Is this better? Somebody tell me if it's better. Babe, you're so blurry. God damn it. What do I do? Should I go to another part of the house? Oh, use the 60 seconds to readjust. Oh, clever. Okay, so Tone, this is what we're
Yeah.
going to do. You're going to
Yeah.
go away. I'm going to hold this up for
Well,
people.
this sounds familiar. What?
I'm going to hold this up. People are going to go to the link in my bio. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You'll go away. We'll come back from the 60-second break.
Okay.
And we're going to have a special guest. Okay.
Oh, okay, great. All right, cool. All right.
But Tone, then come back. Then you're going to come back.
We'll see.
Okay. All right, guys, I'm holding
right.
this up for the break. And
Okay.
then I have to figure out why this.
Guys, please give, because this organization is fantastic. And it's giving those that are on the front lines what they need right now. So please, if you can, please give. All right. So I will see you soon.
60 seconds begins now. Bye, Tone.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, 60 seconds is over. Now here's the thing. I've got to get closer to the router. Does anybody know where my router is? God damn it. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see what we're going to do. I'm going to try to figure it out. I'm hoping, bear with me. Disconnect. Okay, wait a minute. Guys, I'm going to disconnect because they're telling Okay. Hello. Oh. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Yay. Okay, can you hear me? Okay. Now I'm waiting for, okay, good. So now I'm waiting for my friend to join. In the meantime, apologies for the last thing. I was running around the house like a crazy person trying to figure out how it worked. Thank you, everybody. If you happen to go to the link and donate to Direct Relief, because that's an awesome thing to do. And we have a friend connecting, it looks like. It says connecting, so with any luck, it will. Hey, you know, Instagram, if you're listening to this, it would be more than two people at once could talk. I'm sure you've heard this before, but now it doesn't seem like he's joining. Hey, my friend that was going to join, can you try to join again? Request to join, turn off, and come back in. But anyway, Instagram, if you're listening, love it doing Instagram Live, but it would be fun to have more than one person in here. Oh gosh, we're almost at 5K that we've raised for Direct Relief, which is really great. Oh, and I want to do a special shout out to an amazing bakery on the East Coast called Caroline's Cakes. They gave a substantial gift to this effort to raise funds for Direct Relief, and I'm really, really grateful to them for that. So thank you so much. I'm hoping that my friend will join soon, because it's hard to sort of have a conversation all by yourself. But maybe he's going to turn off and turn on again. I don't know. I don't know how any of this crap works, to be honest with you. And maybe if you people do, you can just let me know. And let's see, what else can we say? I'm looking for questions that people are asking. What was the transition like going from Armando Iannucci to Dave Mandel? Well, it was a big transition, because anybody who knows in Hollywood, oh, he just tried to join. Hold on a second. How the hell does that work? Guys, okay. Can somebody tell me how to find, oh no, please. How do I find, oh, there we go. No. Where do I find people requesting to join? That's my question, because I don't see that popping up. Well, there's that one. No. Oh, I know what I should do. Wait a minute. I know what to do. I can ask for him, I guess. I don't know. No. Does anybody know how it is I can? Yeah, I need help. Okay, here comes my son. He's going to help me. So, so say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Okay. So,
donate to the link in her bio,
please. And so, so what I need to find is, this is a surprise, but so that's we have to look for right now, because he wants to join. Okay, so how do we do
did
that?
He ask to join?
I think he asked to join, yes, but now I can't find him. I don't know how to find him. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's us. It's good to have a 22-year-old around. Let's see what it's saying. My question: how did you get through scenes without killing the shots? It was very difficult for, wait, why are we back? What? Okay, there. Okay. Tony, can you request to come back in, because I don't know where our friend went that was going to join. I can't find him. So if Tony could come back in right now, that would be great. And I apologize, guys, for this incredibly crappy Instagram live. Are you coming, Tony? Where do I find you? Okay, guys, should I call somebody to ask them, have him leave and come back in? Okay, and why does it keep turning around? This is hilarious. Well, I'm glad you're laughing. Click on the faces on the bottom. What faces on the bottom? I don't see any faces on the bottom. Guys, there are no faces on the bottom. Oh, there's oh, there he is. I found him. Okay, hold on. Go live with him. That's it. I'm calling you, special guest. It says waiting for you. Connecting.
I am going to have a very serious conversation with my dear friend Mark Zuckerberg about the usability of this app.
What's up? And by the way, you're completely pixelated, but don't leave because at this point,
cool.
this shit has hit the
Same
fan
here.
so bad. Okay, but wait, are you still there? Now it's doing that thing. It's doing this thing. There. Oh, there
Lord.
you are.
Is this working now?
Yes.
Oh my God. And what
That I am sweating from this.
This is what production of VEEP was like for 6.5 years.
6.5? Try 7.5 years.
So I was trying to be aspirational that we ever had it together. Trying to paint a better picture than what we were.
Oh God. Did you watch? I mean, that was such a nightmare. And I was running around the house trying to find, anyway, whatever. I
kept trying to join over and over. Hello. Hi.
You did? I never saw it until this moment. I don't know. I guess I'm sure I was doing something wrong. Did you watch the pilot?
I did, yeah.
And what'd you think?
One nice thing about going back.
Now it's all fucked up again.
Oh God, we look like
okay.
bags of wet sandwiches, Julia. I'm now far enough removed from it to forget how nervous I was in those first days, like our first day of shooting. It's nice to go back and revisit it without like the post-traumatic stress of how nervous I was. You know what I mean? You just get to go back and enjoy it. But I love seeing like that scarf thing that you were talking about with Tony, like, you know, like when he.
Am I all messed up for you, or are you just messed up for me? Can you hear me?
I can't. What if I go outside?
Are you? I thought you were outside.
I was, and now, and I was inside, and I don't know. Anyway.
You need to go near. I've been told you need to go near your router.
I'm looking at the router. I can see it.
Okay, well, I think it's you. I've been told by the powers that be that it's you. Hey, look, I just want to tell. Reed Scott is on apparently. Oh God, we need to find him because you're frozen now, Tim.
Oh no!
Closer to the router. He's sitting on the fucking router.
Real quick.
Right?
Hold on.
This is an episode of VEEP.
Is this doing anything?
This is the worst show I've ever been in. and I've actually been in some shitty shows. Okay, now, okay, listen, maybe it has to do with internet speed. Oh, good God, somebody says. Look, I just want to say something while we're talking. If everybody who's watching this would donate $1 to Direct Relief by clicking on the link in my bio, that would be awesome, and we would get very close to our goal. Somebody says this is so much more amazing than if everything went according to plan. Yeah, I suppose. I'm not sure I agree with that, but whatever. Hey, Tim, can you hear me or not really? I have no way of knowing. You're frozen. I'm going to just say one thing about Tim. The first scene that Tim has in the pilot, in which we're in what we called the bullpen, which is a huge office space outside of the VEEP's office. And he comes into that space, and that's our first scene together. Tim, how tall are you?
6'6", 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, he's 6'6", and I'm 5'3". So we thought it would be, so I made sure when I entered the bullpen when it was his first scene, not to be wearing shoes. So I took them off so that our first conversation would be completely huge discrepancy between our body heights. And I think that worked kind of well, right? That was sort of fun.
I think it did. I don't know if
I think it did too.
I thought it was very funny.
I don't know if it was very funny, but it was. Oh, you know what you have to talk about?
What's that?
Talk about pencil fucked. paused again. Maybe you are talking about it. Are you talking about pencil fucked? Yeah, it works really well. It's a great, yes. Although some people are suggesting that we should raise money to donate to your Wi-Fi. So I guess we'll start a second GoFundMe page for you and your Wi-Fi, or your Wi-Fi specifically. Are you cool with that?
Can we have an Instagram live for my Wi-Fi connection?
Okay. Okay. I don't even know what the fuck he's doing. He's laughing. He's having a good time. Tim, I'm going to cut you off in about half a beat because this is bullshit. I can't. Oh, you're left. He left. Okay. Now, Tony, now you have to come back, Tone. Oh, here we go. View. View. Wait, here it is. Oh, now the button won't work. Okay, guys, hold on a second. Please, please. There we go. No. Let's see. How do I do this? For some reason. Okay, in case anyone's interested, I'm never doing this again. We're almost at our $10,000 goal. Oh, how cool is that? But I'm trying to figure out. Oh, there we go. Oh, those are questions, so we don't want that. Do I want that? Nope. Do I want this button? It just says 50 on it. Okay, do I have to get my son again? It's possible I have to get Charlie again. Wait, that's the wrong angle. View. I'm trying to get view for people to get Tony in here, and I don't know how to do it. Shit. Okay, hold on. Listen, Instagram Live listeners, I have to get my son. Hold on. I'm going to yell, so just close your ears. Charlie! Oh, shit. Where'd he go? He's not here. Could you go get him? Okay. I need to get back into, get Tony in here. Fuck. How do I find my friend? I need Charlie. Bring Tony back. I'm trying to bring Tony back, guys, but I don't know where he is. I'm trying to find him. Tony. I'm getting some really funny comments. Tim just texted me. He said, I think it went really great. You guys. Wait a minute, honey. I need to find Tony.
Yeah.
He's going to help us, guys. Oh, okay. How do you get that?
That button's just not working, so I'd end it and start it again.
Okay, so now I have to start again?
So I would end the lot because this button right here,
yeah,
is where Tony's thing is.
Okay, so guys, it froze. It's not me. This thing froze. So now I'm going to end it, but I'm coming right back. Don't leave. Okay, end. Are you sure we're going to end? Okay. Okay, hang on. Here comes Tone. Guys, maybe we should try to raise more money than 10,000. What do you think? Okay, we made our goal. Tone.
I know. That's so cool.
It's so cool.
By the way, that was the funniest thing I've ever watched. Tim was completely frozen at the bottom, and you're just doing this. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah. Okay. You know what we're gonna do, Tim? We're gonna have an Insta Live for your Wi-Fi. That's what we're gonna do. And then it was just
a fundraiser. Somebody suggested that we start a GoFundMe for his Wi-Fi.
Oh my God. That was the funniest thing. I haven't laughed that. By the way, I haven't laughed that hard this entire quarantine. So thank you for that.
You know what we are? A complete shitty operation. A complete shitty operation. And that's what's going to maybe should be the name of this show.
There you go. There you go.
Another shitty show on Instagram.
Wait, so by the way, he didn't really explain. I couldn't hear his pencil.
No, I heard nothing.
But I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding when I say this is you the entire time. Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, I thought, but here's the thing. I thought other people were hearing him, so I thought I should pretend to hear him.
That is sad. That is sad.
I have a feeling my talk show career is kind of.
I think it's going to go really well. I think it's going to be fantastic. Uh-huh.
Okay, so now we're almost at 4,300 viewers, and so I'm going to ask everyone watching if they can just try and give a little more, if they haven't given already, to give, please, so that maybe we can try and hit, I don't know what, 15,000? I don't know.
Yeah.
What if we did that? People, so they could have their gloves and their masks. And can you imagine, by the way, the heroism of those people?
Oof.
Can you even imagine it?
The bravery, man.
Yeah.
Such bravery.
Totally. And I have to say something too, you know, as somebody who walked through having cancer and was a recipient of such incredible care from doctors and nurses and everybody in the healthcare industry who was so generous and gracious. My respect for these people is through the roof. Through the roof, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
I know it.
The sacrifice they're making every single day.
Yeah, and the risks they're taking. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
We just got a question that says it's from E Rimsey. It says, "I'm Emily, a resident physician in Kansas City. Go Emily! Love you so much, and thanks for the support. My questions are: was there anyone in particular that Selena was based on, and who came up with all those amazing Jonah Zingers? Is that how you say it? Zinger? Yeah, I'm sorry.
You don't pronounce the G.
I'm having a massive brain fart. Insults. So was there anyone in particular that Selena was based on? I know you've gotten this question a lot.
I have, and no, as a matter of fact, Selena was a complete fabrication. I mean, I certainly watched a lot of politicians at every level from every branch of government, and men and women both, but Selena was a made-up person.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of Jonah zingers and insults, we had an incredible writing staff from day one.
And they had this just vault of creative. I've never heard insults like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've genuinely never, like, I thought, I know probably good 5 cuss words that I use all the time. There's a whole vocabulary out there that I knew nothing about.
Well, you do now, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Oh, right behind you. Is that the scene? Pull that frame. Is that the scene of us?
Yeah.
Is that with the lipstick scene?
Yes.
Oh.
I think this is season 2. This was taken by Lacey Terrell, who was our on-set photographer. And this is like a series of different body positions that we were in.
Oh.
Isn't that fun?
That was to try because we got lipstick on the carpet in the Oval Office.
Oval Office, yeah, right.
I thought that was the pilot. That's not the pilot? No, that wasn't in the pilot.
Okay, first of all, what the hell? Didn't you watch the pilot?
No, I did watch
it last night.
No, I did watch it last night. I actually did. But for some reason, I always thought that was in the pilot, but you know, it's not. Because the second episode is when you had the stomach issues from the frozen yogurt, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying stomach issues. That's so Southern and gentlemanly of you.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Right.
All right. So let's see. We got some more questions.
Yep.
Ooh, we're at $12,000.
That is incredible. Guys, this is nuts.
Okay, so yeah, people are curious about. Okay, did you take anything home from set when you were out? I did take my bag.
Smart.
I know I took my bag. What did you take? What did you take home?
I took a lot of my wardrobe.
You had a good wardrobe.
And yeah, that's what I took. And I took a bracelet that I wore a lot. But that was essentially it. But it was mainly the wardrobe.
Was it the gold bracelet? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, very Selena. Very Selena.
So it says, who was Gary based on? Oof. Okay, so here's the thing with Gary is, so there's I played a character. Yeah, I played the character who was, I guess a lot of you have seen it, but I was the bagman. And typically people who are kind of these roles to politicians, they do it in their 20s and then they're done because it's so exhausting. My character did it into his 40s because he had no identity outside of Selena Meyer.
Right.
So he pretty much worshipped her. So he was kind of, but however, we did get a chance. Do you remember going to DC before we shot the pilot and we got to meet people who were our roles in DC?
Yeah, totally.
And we got to talk to them and ask them questions and what their life was like. And that was incredibly informative. Yeah.
We met the bagman to Biden, to Bush, to Obama. It was pretty fun to meet those people.
Someone mentioned that scene, which is probably one of my favorite episodes, is when you accidentally walked through the glass door. And I gave you too much St. John's wort.
Yes.
That made you really loopy.
Yes.
And it was the only day that you were so kind to Gary. And you talked about going to my birthday party and you would dance together and I was just in heaven. And then of course the drugs wore off and reality hit the fan and it was miserable. But my God, that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to be loving and kind for a brief moment. It was fun to play that.
Really nice to receive rather than all of the emasculating insults you threw my way for so
right. Well, I'm not going to apologize.
Okay. Well, you know what?
The one thing about the swearing on this show that I would say is that, I always have been a swearer, but nothing like I've actually become a horrible swearer since our show. I have. I use the words that you're really not supposed to use.
Cut two, by the way, this is you walking around the house. God damn it! God damn it!
It was so bad. I was in a panic.
Oh my God, that was fun.
I was in an absolute panic. What's your favorite wig? I'll tell you what my wig was that is not my favorite wig. It's that short fucking thing.
Oh, the one you look like Dustin Hoffman?
Yeah, I look like Dustin Hoffman in Marathon Man. No, actually, it's shorter than his hair in Marathon Man, but yes.
And of course, Gary. I loved it. It was very chic. And everybody else was like,
yeah, right. They said she looks like a boy. Weren't they talking about me looking like a boy? Yeah.
I just thought it was incredibly, incredibly chic. Yeah. It's okay. This is who was most likely to go off script. I think we had so much time to kind of rehearse and play that once we were on set, I felt like it was pretty locked in. Right?
Yes and no. I mean, we would yes, but then things.
Well, they would give us a fun take. They would give us a take where they would say, "All right, now have fun with it." I remember.
Yeah, just loose, throw it out. Just
yeah.
Stuff, And we were always trying to what would call zhuzh moments, you know, like you would try to talk over each other and make it feel a little more real. So it didn't feel too written. So you try to mess it up a lot. And we did that tons. I want to remind people to donate, by the way. Donate directly.
Oh, yeah,
donate. What were you going to say, Tom?
Well, my favorite, I of course loved, I mean, the scripts were fantastic, but my favorite moment was coming on set and then looking around the scene to find how we could bump it up with physicality.
Yes, always.
I think that was what I looked the most forward to, of like, okay, now where can maybe I make a mistake and you cuss me out, or I can script. Remember that time when we're at the presidential library and you're behind the desk, and we all kind of came up with that bit where you go over the banister and I catch you right before you hit the ground, which, by the way, looking at that scene, your head got a little too close to that.
A little too close. Yeah, it did. It did.
So I apologize about that.
That's all right. But it worked out. But yes, we're always trying to look for physical bits of business, even if it was just the trying to put a coat on and it wouldn't work. Oh, and by the way, this was so VEEP-like doing this Insta Live fucking thing, because remember when we were in the Oval Office and we had that scene with the iPad and we kept turning it like this?
Oh, yeah.
And then I just give it to you and I say, it's broken. Just throw this out.
That was or anything that was obviously easy to do, you just turn to me and go, well, this doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. They said, how many times did it take you guys to do that scene of going over the rope, the banister, et cetera, et cetera? We rehearsed that a lot because it was very physical, right?
Yeah, I do look at that footage though, and it makes me nervous every time I see it.
Yeah.
This is who is least like their character. I mean, we're all douchebags. I guess we're all very much like.
I'm exactly like Selena Meyer.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Now, if I had said I'm exactly not, I'm the opposite of Selena Meyer, you would have gone like this. 100%.
You just blew through the 50.
100%. Okay, you're not going to believe this.
What?
Guess what? We're at $16,000.
Yeah! Woo!
Oh my God. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. If we
love
stay
it.
here all night, could we like if you and I just kept talking through dinner and shit? What?
People will be like, I'm signing off because it's getting boring. They'll be like, I'm done.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
This question said favorite guest stars. Man, we had so many good guest stars. VEEP the movie, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm
Love
in.
it.
Just gotta figure out how to write it and shoot it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dave Mandel, who
Yay for
just
Dave
really,
Mandel.
oh my gosh, worked his.
Yeah. So
his
just
butt off for the
to
show.
let people know, in case you don't, the first Armando Iannucci created VEEP, and ran the show in the writing room for 4 years, and then he decided that he needed to move on because it was a very, very grueling schedule. My God. And so Dave Mandel, with whom I'd worked on Seinfeld, and he said that he would like to do it, and he did a remarkable job. And that, by the way, was a tricky thing to do because it's hard to change showrunners in the middle of a run, particularly a show that's kind of working. And so it's a real testament to him, and frankly to Armando too, because Armando was willing for that transition to happen and was helpful, very supportive of Dave and making the decisions that he made and so on. So it was really, I'm very proud of that we were able to do that.
Absolutely. It was a tough transition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone mentioned Sally Phillips in one of these questions, who plays, oh my gosh.
Sally Phillips.
Oof. So funny. So funny.
So she is an amazing actress from the UK, and she played Minna Hakkinen, and I can't tell you how much we love that girl, right?
She said the funniest, and she was just, the way she did it was so awkward because she so wanted to be friends with Selena and would just say the most uncomfortable statements to her.
Oh, all the time.
And it was so, so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Totally. What else? What else do we need to answer?
What was
You know what? There's something else I wanted to say about that was in the pilot, which we brought back to the final episode. And that was that line, the level of incompetence in this office is staggering. And we brought that back to the finale.
That's right.
And the other thing that I realized, and if Tim was on and his Wi-Fi was working, we could have talked to him about it, but he's not, so fuck him. There's this line at the end of the pilot because he's going out for dinner with Amy Bruckheimer, played by the wonderful Anna Klumsky, and she says, "Oh God, now I'm going to try to remember." She says, lay one finger on me, you're going to lose that finger," and then she goes, "and a ball." Now you'll remember that many seasons later, Jonah loses a testicle. Do you remember this?
Oh yeah, I remember that. And let me tell you right now, I did not know this until you just said it.
I know. Guess what? Let me tell you something. I didn't know it until I watched it this morning. I was like, oh my God, that came true. God, it was so weird, right? So
and I also, you know what scene I also forgot about the pilot was the card scene, where, and this is just, again, clearly I didn't read the script or something.
What card scene?
Remember the card scene where Amy accidentally signs her name on the card in the pilot?
Oh, you mean the storyline of the episode?
Yeah.
That you just watched?
That's what I'm saying. So that one, but I didn't realize that it was, I don't know, like the way the build up to it, where before you had asked her to sign something and then it came back in the card anyways. But I had completely forgotten that was even in the pilot, and the red coat, and then Jonah calling me a pimp, and it didn't fit. And I want to say that day, I don't know if I was supposed to wear that red coat, but that was somebody else's. The coat they had for me wasn't working, and then I think they switched to that red coat, and it didn't fit, and it made it better or something like that.
It was pretty good. That coat was amazing. You running away in that coat. A lot of people are asking, where did you meet? Yeah, that run. That's exactly right. Like that. Yeah.
Like
people are asking where we met. And, we did meet on Arrested Development, although neither of us have much of a memory of that.
I actually have no memory of it.
No memory. So I'm going to say, therefore, we met on VEEP. We met when we read together for the show.
Yeah, it was in the audition, and I was nervous, which helped the character.
Yeah, that's true.
And
you were perfect. I'm just going to tell you, you were perfect.
Thank you.
You were.
What'd you say? I'm sorry, I missed that last part.
I forgot. Never mind.
Oh, okay. It was you, Armando, and Allison Jones in the room.
Allison Jones. That's right. She was a casting director.
Fantastic casting director.
Yes.
And Tim Simons was in the lobby waiting to go in. We were all kind of auditioning together. And I was attached. I had kind of shot another show, and I didn't know if I could do it. And I was so nervous.
I know. And I remember talking to HBO saying, if we don't get this guy, we've got to get this guy for this part. We've got to get this guy for the part. Now, by the way, guys, we are getting very, very close to a very, very high number. So please go to the link in my bio. You can just go to the link, donate, and come right back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, guys, that's exciting.
How did Sam Richardson's season 7 arc come about? Because it was perfect. Well, we can thank Dave Mendel for that. He conjured the whole thing up. It was perfect. By the way, speaking of guest actors, Sam Richardson was a guest actor.
Yep.
And he was in Baltimore. And he was so extraordinary that we immediately made him a regular player on the show.
Yeah. And Hugh Laurie was, I just think about all these people that came on the show that it was such a blast. Sam, obviously he became a regular on the show, and then Hugh Laurie. Oh my gosh, we had such a good time.
Gary Cole, Kevin Dunn.
Gary Cole and Kevin Dunn.
Forget about it.
Crying during Insta Story just because I missed the show.
I know. Come up with a movie idea.
Tony, how many backup satchels did you have? First of all, that's Dude Nash is your tag. Thank you for calling it a satchel. Because it's Leviathan. Well, I think actually I only had one. I remember it was very the props. Everybody on the show works their butts off for the show, and I remember the props department was very careful to not lose that bag. Obviously,
But Tone, what about? Remember that you had one
I had one
Leviathan,
bag.
and then I gave you one as a gift, but you didn't like it.
Yeah, well, that was a storyline, and I remember the storyline was because in the story I was dating Jessica St. Clair's character, who made pepperoni cheese, or she had a cheese factory.
Cheese, yes,
And we all went out to dinner, and Selena gave me a new bag, and I wasn't happy about it. But of course,
then did you use that new bag for the rest of the
yeah,
seasons? Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. So if Selena had to pick 2 characters on VEEP to self-quarantine with, who would they be and why? I mean, we know one. So
yeah, well, you would be one for sure.
Well, thank you.
And then if she could clone herself,
you know what?
She would clone herself, so there would be 2 of her.
Absolutely.
And you.
Absolutely. And you know what? That would be my answer as well, because we all need more Selenas in this world. 100%. I want to give a shout out to Direct Relief, who we're raising all this money for, which could not be more exciting. The work that they're doing to help those that are on the front lines that are making such a difference and making such a sacrifice.
Totally.
All, they just thank you for the work that you guys are doing.
Thank you for the work. And I want to say one thing to that end. Somebody, A. Hirano 08 has said $200 if you talk about the bathroom scene. Okay, I'm holding you to that, man. $200 to Direct Relief if we talk about the bathroom scene, which we will do right now.
Is the bathroom scene the one where you tell me you're going to be president?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I'll tell you one thing that was really fun to do in the bathroom scene. I'm talking about it, so you got to give $200 to Direct Relief. Was figuring out the props that were going to be in that bag. Remember, Tone?
Oh, yeah.
Because we were, like, for instance, Tampax.
Yeah.
Thought that would be fun.
There was also a bicycle book, like the art of bicycling. I guess Gary was really fascinated by not riding a bike, but the art of bicycles.
The magnifying glass.
Remember a magnifying glass.
Yes, exactly.
Why does Gary have a magnifying glass?
I don't know, but maybe if he thought he needed to, who knows, darn a sock. I mean, God only knows.
I mean, who knows?
But,
or get the stitch right.
Exactly. But that was so fun to go through those props and figure out what to go inside. And then, and frankly, the other thing I'll say about doing that scene was figuring out the blocking for that scene.
Yeah, because I ended up on the toilet.
And I was on the floor.
And you were on the floor. And I will say another shout out to the amazing editors that have worked on this show, because
God, yes,
there were so many different angles of that scene. And we were kind of, I can't remember which one of us was sick. I want to say maybe both of us were not feeling it or something, but it was tricky, and they edited it beautifully together. And here's the thing about comic editors. The editors in comedy have to have as good of a comic timing as sometimes the actors, because they've got to know when to change the shot.
Oh, yeah.
It's just genius. Right.
No doubt. And the other thing I'll just say about that bathroom scene, that was written by Georgia Pritchett, who is one of our wonderful writers. Magnificent writer, and she was somebody that this happened to her in her own life. Whenever she would become emotional, she would get a nosebleed. And the day that we had the table read of that script, the first time we read the script, she was so excited or emotional about us reading the script that she actually got a nosebleed during the table read. Did you know that, Tone?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so that's where the nose. Oh my gosh, that's amazing! I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know. Pretty great.
Can you talk about Selena's memoir? It's fantastic.
Well, Selena's memoir was yes, it is fantastic, and it was written by Billy Kimball and Dave Mandel together, and it is kind of a work of art. It's like so meta inside meta or something, And didn't we have fun? We did the what's it called? The audio book for it. That was amazing.
Yeah. And just like you insulting me during the when we were kind of recording it could not be an honor.
Yeah, completely.
Oh, Jess Bird just donated. Thank you, Jess.
Oh, that's nice.
Fantastic.
I wonder what number we're at. I think we're getting
Oh wait, this says, Tony, how did you feel about going to prison for Selena?
Oh.
That was, I will say that I know we're talking about the pilot, but that whole last episode was very, very emotional for all of us.
Yes, it sure was.
We were so close.
Guess what?
Oh!
We hit 20,000.
Yeah!
So we doubled our goal, and I think that is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Awesome. We have been talking about the show for an hour.
I know. Guys, I know you're just like, please. I mean, we don't need to see your face
Isn't it like, don't we have to go and make dinner or something? But listen, I will say one thing, which is after this is all done, we're going to put this, it'll be, of course, on Insta story for, I guess, 24 hours. That's how it works. But I'm going to put it up.
That's cool.
Yeah, but then I'm started a YouTube channel. Don't ask me, but I have, and we're gonna put the film of this on the YouTube channel, and there'll be a direct way to link to the charity Direct Relief from that YouTube channel. So so hopefully we can keep raising funds this whole like weeks.
I just want if I could just have that section of you not finding Wi-Fi and walking around your house. If I could just cut that section and just put it on loop in my home.
Let me explain something to you. That's going to be its own. That's going to be its own snippet.
That'd be great.
Pick that up.
Because that gave me a tremendous amount of joy.
It didn't me. I have pit stains from that. I was so anxious.
Charlie. This is then you also did this. Sorry guys, I have to yell for my son. Charlie. Charlie. He covered the camera. All right. Well, love you guys so much.
Love everybody. Thank you so much.
Wow. What a blessing. Man, thank you so much for all that you gave. And thank you to Direct Relief. But more importantly, thank you to all the people who are risking their lives and making such a sacrifice out there on the front lines. My God, we just adore you. Thank you so much.
We do. And we're forever grateful. And please, everybody, stay healthy, stay safe, stay home, and keep social distance.
Yes.
Out in the world. Be very, very careful. Take care of yourselves.
Yes.
Life is precious.
It really is. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Well, love you, Tone.
Love you.
Thanks for doing this. Bye, everybody.
Bye.